But what it has not been this season of Hell is the NBA ratings. Josh, this number, did you see the number? Because if not, I'll tell it to you. This number is astonishing.
No, I did not see this.
That according to the NBA, and this is a quick note here, national televised games. So that includes games on Amazon Prime, Peacock, ESPN, NBC, etc. They are up in ratings by a whopping 92% compared to last year. Now, what are the reasons for this? I don't think it has to do anything with the way teams are playing. I don't think everybody is tuning in to see the Thunder or the Nuggets or the Lakers or the Pistons or the Cavs or the Bulls or any of these early teams. I think it all mostly has to do with the games are now accessible. They're on Amazon Prime. You can get them on streaming. They're on NBC. They're on broadcast, as opposed to them being on TNT and not everybody having a cable subscription, and the fact that they are on every single night. So instead of you having to just watch ESPN on Wednesday and Friday and then TNT on Tuesday, now you get NBC on Tuesday, Peacock on Monday, Prime on Friday, ESPN on Saturday or Wednesday or whatever day they're on. So it's accessibility. And not only that, but with the streaming packages now these teams have for their local teams, everybody but the Rockets apparently has one now, is what is allowing for these fans to watch their team.
Yeah, I agree. And I also think the NBA is trying to put good matchups on these networks.
That, and they're trying to market their stars a little more, the Cade Cunninghams of the world. They had them on against the Wizards on Peacock Monday night. You have your SGAs, obviously. I'll say this. I think early in the season, this NBA season, there has been little to no defense being played. We saw the Cavs go to double overtime last night against Miami. Cade Cunningham missed 30 freaking shots last night, the most by any NBA player in a regular season game ever. And all these teams are doing is shooting. They're putting up 120 points a game. I myself, again, particularly do not find that entertaining, but maybe it teaches its own.
By the way, the doubleheader tonight on NBC/Peacock is Boston Celtics at Philadelphia 76ers, followed by the Denver Nuggets at the Sacramento Kings.
I also do wonder this. Is this 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern /8 p.m. West Coast start time for the NBA helping West Coast viewership? Because we thought it would hurt Eastern time viewership, and maybe it has a little bit. But that would be interesting data to see if this experiment by the NBA to start these games at 11 o'clock Eastern is actually helping because of the West Coast viewership.
Right. But that means for us on the East Coast, games aren't ending till like 1 a.m.
At least. And but those games are on Peacock always because our local news is on at 11.
That is true. And by the way, the national game tomorrow on ESPN, Magic Knicks at 7, and then it'll be Lakers Thunder at 9:30.
Obviously, Lakers Thunder is a good game. I don't know. I tell you this all the time, and I know you really don't understand why. I can't get in the NBA till Christmas. That's when the NBA really starts for me.
No, I do understand why. Because you don't feel like that the first part of the regular season really matters. And you know what? I do get that.
I think the NBA needs to cut the season down to 60 games or start the season later.
You mean so they don't butt right up against the World Series?
I think they need to come right up to the World Series, and as football is winding down, we can get right into basketball. I don't think anyone's really paying too much attention to basketball in late October and early November when it is football, NFL, and college football now, because I think college football is becoming the second highest viewed sport behind the NFL. And the World Series in baseball just got double what the NBA Finals got for Game 7, and we only had one U.S. team representing our rating system.
I think part of that is Game 7 for the NBA Finals was Pacers Thunder, two small market teams. Whereas with Game 7 of the World Series, you had two very well-known franchises in the LA Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Both have a long storied history. The Thunder and the Pacers don't necessarily have that. So to me, that certainly ties into it as well.
No, you're right. I think of this viewership story wasn't MLB viewership was up 10%, and everybody considered that a huge win. The fact the NBA is up 92% tells you it's a network related issue.